So therefore, this is an isosceles triangle in which these two angles are equal. Now we'll say that in triangle ECD, in triangle ECD, angle EDC plus angle DEC, that is these two angles that I've shown to be equal, plus the third angle. What is the third angle? The third angle is angle ECD, this one, 150-degree one, this one, angle ECD. Angle ECD is equal to 180 degree, because sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So that means now ECD and EDC are same. Okay, that means these two angles are equal. That means I can substitute DEC instead of EDC. I can substitute DEC because these two are equal as here. So angle DEC plus angle DEC plus angle ECD we have found to be 150 is equal to 180, and you will give your reason here. Since angle EDC is equal to angle DEC, that means twice angle DEC plus 150 is equal to 180. Now you solve for angle DEC. Therefore, twice angle DEC is equal to 180 minus 150. Twice angle DEC is 30 degree. That means angle DEC is 30 by 2, which is 15 degree. So you have found out the value of this angle, this one. Okay, DEC. Now, what is the value of X? Therefore, X is this entire angle, this entire angle, which is 60 degree, minus this 15 degree we just found out. Therefore, X is equal to 60 degree minus 15 degree, which is equal to 45 degree. Okay, so this is the way this is the way you write actually. And still the writing for such problems where the angles are given and you have to find the angles, even for such problems, writing is a little easier, but later on is going to get tougher actually, the writing part. Fine, so we'll move to the next one. Let me just read this part. Okay, number 2. Now here in number 2, it is given in the figure given below, ABCD is a rhombus and diagonals intersect at O. If angle OAB is to angle OBA is equal to 3:2, find the angles of triangle AOD. Let us try and draw a rhombus here. Yes, rhombus. So rhombus, all four sides equal. A special parallelogram in which all four sides are equal. You have your rhombus ABCD here, and you have the diagonals. So let us draw the diagonals also. Okay, the diagonals, and they intersect at O. Okay. If angle OAB, which angle are they talking about? OAB? They're actually talking about this angle, this green one. Okay. Angle OAB is to angle OBA. They're talking about these two angles. The ratio of these two angles here is given to be 3:2. So given here, given angle OAB is to angle OBA is equal to 3:2. So the ratio of the two angles is given here. Question is, find the angles of triangle AOD. You need to find all the angles of this triangle, all the angles. These two green angles and plus this angle O also at the top. All the angles of this triangle. Let us see how to find. This is a fairly easy problem compared to the last one. So what you do here is, since the ratio of these two angles are given, what is the ratio given? 3:2. OAB is to OBA is given to be as 3:2. So let's take this angle as 3x and let's take this angle as 2x. Okay. Then what happens? Now see, the diagonals of a rhombus intersect each other at are perpendicular bisectors of each other actually. The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So this angle has to be a 90-degree angle.
90 degree.
Now the sum of these three angles,
180.
must be 180, from which you can solve for x.
Yes, sir.
Once you solve for
Yes,
x,
sir.
you can find the two angles, 3x and 2x. Okay, so let us write this. We start by saying, let angle OAB is equal to 3x and angle OBA is equal to 2x. Okay. Also, you will write angle AOB is equal to 90 degree
90 degree.
since AC perpendicular to BD. Right? Why? You can write your reason here also. Diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Okay. So one angle we have found of the triangle, that is AOB, which is 90 degree. Let us now proceed to find the other angles. So we start by saying in triangle AO. Oh, you need to find the angles of the triangle AOD, not AOB. Wait. You need to find out the angles of the triangle AOD. This triangle actually. You're talking about this triangle, isn't it? Right or wrong? I thought AOB.
No, sir. AOD.
No, I thought AOB. Okay, so that is the. But anyway, still AOD. If this is 90 degree, let us try to understand first how to do this. Then I will continue writing. See, we have taken these two as 3x and 2x, right? I've taken this as 3x and this as 2x. Now this is 90 degree because diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So what is this angle? This angle is also 90 degree, right? Because this is a straight
Yes, sir.
line. This angle also 90 degree. Now we intend to find this angle and this angle. Okay. So how to find? Now see, consider the diagonal AC. These two angles must be equal. This must also be 3x because we know that the diagonals of a rhombus bisect the interior angles of a rhombus, right? So therefore, this diagonal AC must bisect this angle, angle A. So therefore, this angle must also be 3x, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how to
Yes, sir.
find out this angle? How to find out this angle? There are many ways of finding. Okay, you can
Adjacent angles.
you adjacent angles.
So, so
Yeah,
in D, so what's the name of the diagonal? Where the both diagonals are bisecting each other. What's the name of that? O.
yeah, this is O.
So DOA and AOB are congruent.
Why congruency? Why get into congruency?
So to find D, to make D
There
ADO equal to OBA. Sorry.
ADO equal to OBA. And why should they be equal? No,
So because
you cannot prove them to be
cos
equal.
90.
You cannot prove them to be equal because they are not congruent. These two are not congruent triangles. Okay, you cannot prove them to be equal. And even if they are,
Okay,
yes,
sir.
they are congruent triangles. Fine. Yes, they are congruent triangles. But no point getting into congruency because you will have to prove congruency in such a matter for such a case. There are many ways. What you can do is you can consider this to be your triangle. This one, this, and this. You can consider this triangle where you know this entire angle, right? And you know this angle. Therefore, you can find the third angle, right?
Yes, sir.
Or what you can
Yes, sir.
also do is, you know this angle 3x. You have already found out x. So you know this angle 3x, right? Um,
Yes, sir.
no, you don't know. Yes. Yes, you have found out x. So you know this 3x and this is 90 degrees. So in this triangle, you can find out the third angle. So why get into congruency for no reason? So what we do here is we uh, find out x with the help of this triangle. Okay, so what you do here is we write in triangle AOB 3x plus 2x plus 90 is equal to 180 because sum of interior angles and of a triangle is 180. Okay, and you solve for x plus 90 is equal to 180. That means 5x is equal to 90. 18 degree. Okay, so x is 18. Now see, when I have written here diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other and we need to find out the angles of this triangle AOD. Let me just write here that angle AOD of this triangle is also 90 degree so that we know that we have found out one angle of this triangle. Okay, so let's now go back to x. So we have found out x to be 18. So therefore what is 3x? 3 into 18, which is 54 degree. Okay, let's write here angle. Let's write the name of the angle, angle OAB. Angle OAB is equal to 3x. Okay, and yes, 3x. Also, as I told you that we have found out this angle 3x. Now what happens? These two angles are equal because the diagonals of a rhombus bisect the interior angles of the rhombus. Therefore, we write
Yes.
angle uh, OAD. Angle OAD is equal to angle OAB is equal to 54 degree or 3x, whatever, because the diagonals of a rhombus bisect its interior angles. Okay, so therefore we have found out two angles in this triangle. What two angles? This 90-degree angle and this angle. So only this angle is left. Let us use this triangle. So we write in triangle OAD, or what is the AOD? Yes, AOD. In triangle AOD, in triangle AOD, 90-degree plus, that means this angle, plus this angle, which is, we have already calculated this to be 54, plus what is the third angle here? The third angle is ADO. Angle ADO is equal to 180. Reason sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So that means this is 144 plus angle ADO is equal to 180. Means angle ADO is 180 minus 144, 36 degree. So I have found out the three angles of the triangle. What are the three angles of triangle ADO? This is one angle, angle AOD. Which one is the other angle? The other angle was angle OAD, and the third angle we found this to be ADO. Now I have considered this triangle. You can consider this triangle also, this red one. Okay, you can consider triangle ABD also and find out, because you know this entire angle, you know this angle 2x, and you can find out the third angle. There are many ways, and in fact another way is another way that you can find is, you know, this angle, and therefore you can find out this entire angle because these two are co-interior angles, right? And then you divide this angle by 2 because these two must be equal, therefore you can find out this angle. Therefore there are many ways of finding. Okay, any one will do. I hope this is clear. Okay, so let's see, I have 10 minutes left. Let's see, I'll do one Shikha's problem from Pythagoras theorem that she sent. Okay, and because rectilinear figures is a little heavy chapter, so I won't do more than two problems in one day. You won't be able to understand because it is a little heavy. It gets a little heavy. Let us see this problem. From you see this problem on your phone. This is she has sent in the group. For going to a city B from city A, there is a route via city C such that AC perpendicular to CB. So let us draw two perpendicular lines here. Let us say these two are the perpendicular lines. Okay. So you have AC perpendicular to CB. So you have AC perpendicular to uh, CB. So this angle is your 90 degree. Such that AC perpendicular to CB and AC is equal to 2x. So here you have 2x. And CB is equal to 2x into twice of x plus 7. Okay, all these are given in kilometers. I'm not writing the unit. It is proposed to construct a 26-kilometer highway which directly connects cities A and B, which directly connects city A and city B. Okay, so what is the direct route to city A and B? The hypotenuse. So you join. This is the direct route to A and B. Find how much distance will be saved in reaching city B from city A after construction of the highway. Now, if this highway is constructed, this AB, this direct route, once this is constructed, the question is how much distance will be saved? How much distance less one has to travel? Okay, that is the question here. Okay, it is proposed to construct a 26-kilometer highway. So this is a 26-kilometer highway. Okay, so this AB is a 26-kilometer highway. Okay, now question here is how much will you save? So see here, this forms a right angle triangle. ABC, you'll write this way, ABC forms a right angle triangle. A right angle triangle where angle C is equal to 90 degree and AB is the hypotenuse. Now we proceed to calculate the value of x first. Okay, so in triangle ABC, hypotenuse square, that is AB square, must be equal to perpendicular square AC square plus base square, which is BC square. And this is 26 square is equal to 2x whole square plus twice of x plus 7 whole square. We'll get an equation in here. Okay. I don't know whether in this limited time I'll be able to solve this equation. I could try. Okay. So 26 square is 676 4x square, and this will be 4 times x plus 7 whole square. So this means 676 is equal, this is 4x square. 4x square plus 4 times x square plus 14x plus 49. We have 676 is equal to 4x square plus 4x square plus 56x plus 49 into 4 is 196. Okay, so this is 676 is equal to 8x square plus 56x plus 196. Okay, so we have here 8x square plus 56x plus 196 minus 676 is equal to 0. And how much is 196 minus 676? Can you tell me quickly?
So 480.
How much? 480
Yes.
minus 480 is equal to 0. So now from here you can take 8 common, x square plus 7x minus 60. That means x square plus 7x minus 60 equal to 0. Now you solve this quadratic equation. I think 12 and 5 should be the factors. Plus 12x minus 5x minus 60. Okay. Means x into x plus 12 minus 5 into x plus 12 equal to 0. That means you have x plus 12 into x minus 5 equal to 0. That means either x equal to minus 12 or x equal to 5. Since distance cannot be negative, therefore x must be equal to 5 kilometers. Distance cannot be negative, x not equal to minus 12. Okay, so x must be equal to 5 kilometers. So how much distance are you saving? Now previously, what distance were you traveling? You were traveling from A to C, and then you are going from to B. From C to B you were going, right? From here to here you were traveling. To C you were coming, and then from C to B you were traveling, right? But now
Yes,
what
sir.
are you doing? You are traveling only this distance. So how much distance are you saving? So first of all, we'll calculate. Therefore, AC plus CB. AC plus CB is 2x plus twice x plus 1, which is 2x plus 2x plus 2, which is 4x plus 2. Now you put the value of x here. What is the value of
Plus
x?
1 or x?
X plus 7. Okay, x plus 7. So x plus 7, this is 14. So this is 14. So you get 4x plus 14. Now put the value of x. So you've got the value of x as 5, I think, right? Yes, 5 you have got.
Yes, sir. 5.
4 into 5 plus 14. This is 20 plus 14, 34. Okay. So previously you were traveling 34 kilometers when you are moving from A to C and then C to B. Now you are traveling directly through this new highway, A to C. You're only traveling 26 kilometers. Previously you were traveling 34 kilometers. So how much distance are you saving? Therefore, the question here is uh, how much distance will be saved. So you simply write therefore distance saved is equal to 34 minus 26, which is 8 kilometers. So that is your answer. Okay. So I end here for today. We'll continue tomorrow with the
Yes,
other
sir.
problems from rectilinear figures. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Good
much.
morning and thank you, sir.